Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Akshata Patil from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today's subject is waste management. Today I am going to discuss waste stream assessment, waste generation and composition. Our agenda is introduction, importance of a waste stream assessment, rational analysis, field investigation, waste generation, waste composition. At last we will discuss factor causing variations, conclusion. Introduction of waste stream assessment. Waste stream assessment means to determine the basic aspects of a quantity, composition and sources of a waste. Waste stream assessment helps in targeting waste management activities and setting goals for different elements of a waste management plan. It is not a one-time activity, it is a continuous and dynamic process because the characteristics of a waste differ depending on the regions, communities and seasons, etc. Waste stream assessment is essential in the analysis of short-term problems and long-term problems within the local waste management system. Importance of a waste stream assessment. It identifies major material and their quantities in the waste stream. It helps rank materials according to their impact on the local waste stream. It also helps identify specific commercial or industrial types and facilities that should be targeted for waste reduction. It assists in creating local educational materials on solid waste management. Waste stream assessment can be obtained by following type. First one is rational analysis and the second one is field investigation. First we will discuss rational analysis. The reason for the analysis of waste composition, characteristics and quantity includes the following. It provides the basic data for the planning, designing and operation of the management system. It quantifies the amount and the type of materials suitable for processing, recovery and recycling. It provides information that helps in deciding appropriate technology and equipments. The forecast trends assist designers and manufacturers in the production of a collection, vehicles and equipment suitable for future needs. An ongoing analysis of the data helps detect changes in composition, characteristics and quantities of wastes. Next one is field investigation. Field investigation is done by three methods. First one is waste sorting, second one is vehicle weighing and third one is field visit. So first one, waste sorting. Sorting of a waste into predetermined components takes place at a disposal site for weighing and sampling in order to determine the percentage of each component and the physical and chemical characteristics of waste. It is carried out manually and the sample size for analysis is between 100 and 150 kg. The implements required for purpose include sorting table, measuring box, bins and boxes to contain sorted materials and platform weighing machine. Then the second one is vehicle weighing. Vehicles are weighed when they enter the disposal sites loaded and exits the sites empty. The vehicle's front wheels are weighted first, then followed by the rear wheels, and the sum of the two gives the total weight. The weighing of loaded and unloaded vehicles is accomplished with the weighing scale or weighbridge. An electronic scale comprises two load cell platform and an electronic control and a display unit. And the third one is field visits. This means visiting institutional and industrial sites to identify waste being generated and disposal methods. Field visits involve visiting the facility, that is industry, institutional, etc., viewing the waste handling system and completing a questionnaires with the assistance of the plant manager or a senior technical personnel who usually investigate waste from industry and institutions. Collection of samples in sealed polythene bags follows for a laboratory analysis to identify the physical and chemical characteristics. Each sample may be in the range of 1.5 to 5 kg. Our next topic is waste generation and composition. First one is waste generation. The processing of raw materials is the first stage when waste are generated, and waste generation continues thereafter at every step in the process as raw materials are converted into final products for consumption. We also must note that the changes in a waste generation contributes to change in a waste composition. Here one flow diagram is there which indicates the generation of a solid waste. Next one is waste composition. Some of the general observations associated with the composition of a waste includes the following. The major constituents are paper and decomposable organic materials. More often than not, metal, glass, ceramic, textile, dirt and wood form part of a composition, and their relative proportion depends on local factors. Waste composition varies with the socio-economic status within a particular community, since income, for example, determines the lifestyle, composition pattern and cultural behavior. The table represents the typical waste composition. Here characteristics low income, high income comments are mentioned. Paper. Low income of a paper is 1 to 4%, high income is 20 to 50%. Low paper content indicates low calorific value. Plastic. Low income of a plastic is 1 to 6%, high income is 5 to 10%. Plastic is low as compared to high income areas, though the use of a plastic has increased in recent years. Ash and fines. Low income of ash and fines is 17 to 62 and high income is 3 to 10%. Ash and fines do not contribute to combustion. Then our last topic is factors causing variation. There are several factors which affect the present as well as the future waste quantity and the composition, and some of which are listed below, that are geographical location, season, collection frequency, population diversity, extent of salvaging and recycling, public attitude and legislation. So first one is geographical location. The influence of a geographical location is related to different climates that can influence both the amount of a certain types of a solid waste generated and the collection operation. Seasons. Seasons of the year have implications for the quantities and the composition of a certain types of a solid waste. Collection frequency. A general observation is that in localities where there are ultimate collection services, more wastes are collected. This does not mean that more wastes are generated. And the next one is the population diversity. The characteristics of the population influence the quantity and composition of a waste generated. The amount of a waste generated is more in low income areas compared to that in high income areas. Similarly, the composition differ in terms of a paper and other recyclables, which are typically more in high income areas as against low income areas. Extent of salvaging and recycling. The existence of a salvaging and recycling operations within a community definitely affects the quantity of a waste collected. Public attitude. The significant reduction in the quantity of a solid waste is possible if and when people are willing to change on their own volition their habits and lifestyle to conserve the natural resources and to reduce the economic burden associated with the management of a solid waste. And the last one is the legislation. This refers to the existence of a local and state regulations concerning the use and the disposal of a specific materials, and is an important factor that influence the composition and generation of a certain types of a waste. The Indian legislation dealing with packaging and the beverage container materials is an example. So at last the conclusion. The purpose of a waste stream assessment is to help local governments implement their solid waste management plans. The many benefits of a waste stream assessment should encourage communities to familiarize themselves with the local waste stream and use waste stream information in the planning process. Waste composition is an important parameter in developing effective waste management strategies. Research shows that the top 10 populous cities of India are showing an upward trend in terms of municipal solid waste generation with time. Therefore, we have to take immediate measures in fighting out the waste menace urgently. Thank you, everyone.